After getting established in the comfortable Lanta Sea House Resort, it was time for the first snorkeling trip. I chose to use Pirate King's Tour and Travel, although there are many companies available for this. The front desk at the hotel arranged the tour, and I paid them and received a travel voucher. The trip can be booked the evening before, so advance booking is not required. The company will pick you up and return you to your hotel. I was picked up around 8 a.m. and was back at the hotel by 5 p.m. The cost was 1,500 Thai baht, or around 45 US dollars, and included the 200 Thai baht national park fee, as Koh Rok is in the Mu Koh Lanta National Marine Park. A national park fee of around 200 Thai baht is always charged for visiting any island in a Thai national park. The trip also included lunch, drinks, and snacks, as well as a mask and snorkel, but not fins. I carry my own snorkel gear with fins, so I know my gear is already adjusted for my needs. They also included an English-speaking guide who usually only speaks rudimentary English but will smile for photographs. I think his main job is to make sure nobody is left behind. The speedboat used for this trip was equipped with three Suzuki 300 4.0-liter V6 engines, which combined consume about 280 liters or 75 gallons of fuel on each trip. Incidentally, the price of gasoline in Thailand translates to about $3.79 per gallon right now, not too much different from America. The distance from Ban Saladan Pier to Koh Rok is about 37 miles south, and we made it in about an hour, which is an average speed of about 32 knots. Pretty good for a boat carrying 20 to 30 people, including crew, snorkel gear, snacks, drinks, and lunch. On plane, the boat feels to be moving quite fast and is also pretty loud. A bit of a caveat about the weather on this trip. As I mentioned in the first video, even though we were at the end of the first month of the cool dry season, November, we were experiencing a week of unseasonable stormy weather, which can cause swell, which can cause the boat trip to be rather bumpy at times. This swell also stirs up sediment, which reduces underwater visibility. Also, overcast skies block sunlight from lighting up the coral, causing flat light underwater photography. So, I did the best I could with the underwater videos, but no conditions could have been a lot better for this time of year. There is some setup time for my underwater photography gear, which is my cell phone camera inside a waterproof housing called a shell box, which operates the cell phone camera from a Bluetooth controller. It requires downloading an app and some practice to use. I practice before trips in the large pool on the roof of my condo in Bangkok. The shell box costs about 35 US dollars and is available from Lazada here in Thailand or Amazon in America. We stopped at two snorkeling sites at Koh Rok, then went ashore at the ranger station and had a buffet-style lunch on picnic tables near the beach. Island landings often have floating piers that can be tricky to walk on if the swell is up. Other times they will just back the boat up to the beach and anchor it, so you need footwear that can be worn in the water and can tolerate the sand. Lunches on these tours invariably are chicken and rice, but are quite tasty and filling and include fresh fruit, cookies, and soft drinks. There is always more than you can eat, and the guides enjoy finishing off what is left. I enjoy hanging out with them and practicing my Thai language skills on them. We had a large lizard join us here for lunch on this day. After Koh Rok, we headed north to Koh Haa for more snorkeling. Ha is the Thai word for five, so the literal translation of Koh Haa is Five Island, which is what it is. 5 small islands grouped together out in the middle of the Andaman Sea. Koh Haa would be difficult to find without GPS because it is really out in the middle of nowhere. Both Koh Rok and Koh Haa are regarded as world-class snorkeling and scuba diving sites, and I was glad to be able to visit them both on a one-day tour. Again, I'd like to emphasize what a great deal touring in Thailand can be. On this trip, I spent $50 a day on lodging including breakfast, $45 a day on tours including lunch, and around $25 a day on dinner including drinks. That's around $120 a day, not including the $135 round-trip airfare and $20 for the round-trip minivan trip to and from the airport. A ticket to Disneyland is around $100 a day, not including anything else, so I think this is a heck of a deal. The next video is about a day spent touring the island of Koh Lanta Yai in a Song Tao or two-row pickup truck. See you tomorrow.